Ultra creamy and tender, this easy recipe of Crcokpot ranch pork chops can make you fall in love with pork chops again, or it can give you a new way to love them. For this recipe, you are going to need a 10.75 ounce can of cream of mushroom soup. You're also going to need a 4 ounce cream cheese. So that's half of a full piece of cream cheese. It needs to be softened. You also need 2 tablespoons of dried parsley, 1 teaspoon of dried dill weed, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of dried basil, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/3 cup of white wine, or you can use chicken broth. You also need 4 boneless pork chops or up to 6 pork chops, and you also which is optional, need fresh parsley. It can be chopped for garnishing. You also will need cooked rice or pasta for serving. So in a medium bowl, I went ahead and added some cream of mushroom, the cream cheese, the dried parsley, the dried dill, the garlic powder, the onion powder, the dried basil, and the black pepper. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is C'Aira. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an old subscriber, welcome back. Today's video is a collaboration with Miss Amechi, as we are giving you guys a dump and go Crcokpot meal idea. So for today, I am going to be making Crcokpot ranch pork chops. And so what you want to do is get a pan and go ahead and have all of the ingredients in. I put it on high, medium, just to kind of get it started, but then I moved it down to low within the first few minutes because I noticed that it started trying to burn to the pan. With this is just something really quick where you can mix all of this stuff up together on the stove in less than 5 minutes. I also got my pork chops from Kroger. These were $8.57. I am going to go ahead and wash them off and put them into the Crcokpot. And so I only have 4 because these were boneless pork chops. If they are bone, or if they have bone in them, you'll need up to 6 pork chops because the bone is taking up some room. So after adding everything in, you want to make sure that you use like a spatula to mix all of the ingredients on low until small clumps of cream cheese remain, till about 2 to 4 minutes. You're then going to add in the white wine or the chicken broth. They both call for 1/3 cup, so it really doesn't matter which one you choose. And just gently fold and stir everything in with the cream cheese until everything is absorbed. So that takes about another 2 to 4 minutes. So right now you're looking at a total of 8 minutes to prep this piece right here. And then you're going to get ready to just mix this all up together. So this part, you want to go ahead and put your boneless pork chops at the bottom of your Crcokpot. You're then going to, like I said, make sure it's in an even layer, stir up your mixture, and then you're going to pour the ranch mixture on top and spread it until the tops of the pork chops are completely covered. So I decided to use my spatula and kind of scoop it out and just pour the pan with the ranch mixture over top of it. And like I said, you need to make sure that it's fully coated. And yes, it is hot, and you guys can see the consistency of what it is supposed to look like. And like I said, this is something that I'm gonna put in the Crcokpot on low for 8 hours. I have no reason to eat this right away, and this is something that I easily could come home at lunchtime and prepare, especially for dinner. So I decided to make some spaghetti to go along with it, and so you can serve this with cooked rice or pasta for serving. And so what I wanted to do was just boil a little bit of the noodles. This is our first time trying this recipe, so I just made a little bit of noodles, and then I'm just gonna put it in the bowl, and I'm gonna put some of the ranch mixture of the ranch pork chops over top of it and serve it as it is. So this is a really great dump and go meal that you guys can easily make anytime. If you like this dump and go meal and would love some more dump and go meals, please comment down below, as I love making things in the Crcokpot, especially in the fall where I don't have to really worry about cooking too much and I can at least have it ready. hours from now and not have to slave over the stove. As you can see, this mixture right here, you can just easily take your spatulas or forks, and the pork chop is so tender that you're going to just mash it up, and the pork chop is literally falling right apart. It's almost like the same for chicken, but it fell apart so quickly that it just looks so delicious. Like I said, this goes on low for 8 hours, and if you want to make it quicker and you have you know, somewhere to be, but you want to come back to it, you guys can definitely put it into the crock pot for 4 hours on high. I hope that you all enjoyed watching this video. Please be sure to go over and check out Miss Amechi's Dump and Go Crockpot video, as she's always baking something good up in her kitchen as well for those grandbabies and for herself and hubby. I definitely am always